It's your boy Shooter, and we got Bree live in the building.
Sir. Ball out somewhere. Whoop. There it is.
So moving right along, and other news, now we're talking about the NCAA and the new rules that have been implemented for the 2025-2026 NCAA season. Now keep in mind, these rules are meant to kind of speed up the game a little bit, give a little bit more action, get higher scores. Instead of being in the 50s and 60s, they want the scores to be the 80s and 100s, faster pace and things like that. How you feel about in terms of like faster pace and
I think it's gonna be fun to watch. It's definitely gonna be obviously they're trying to get the views. They want to keep the game moving. But now it's also, I feel like, making the competition harder. Like, it's challenging the players, which is fun. You want to like see, oh, let me come down the court and get a quick bucket or alley oop, or we finna hit a quick shot. So
facts.
it's gonna be fun to watch. What do you think?
Absolutely, and we're just gonna go over some of the rules, the new rules, and the changes. One of the rule changes they talk about pace and play and boundaries. And one of the things is that now they're gonna set the shot clock to 20 seconds when the ball goes out of bounds, and now you're taking the ball out at half court. And now what this does is after a dead ball, this increases the amount of possessions that one team or both teams get to have. So instead of saying the ball goes out of bounds and now you resetting the shot clock to get a full 24 or 32, now you'll be getting, what they get in college, 32? Yeah, 32. So instead of getting a full 32, now you'll be getting 20 seconds because now the ball doesn't have to go the full length of the court. You're already starting at half court, which now gives the other team quicker time to get possession. Also, bench players who physically impede or help players that are going out of bounds or help the ball that's going out of bounds by pushing them back in and things like that, they will now be penalized for helping a player doing those type of things.
What do you think about that call?
I definitely don't like it.
I don't like that one.
I don't like it.
Because how about if like one of my players is going down, the player has to assist them to avoid an injury or just to help smoothen the fall. Like,
they say that it closes some type of loophole with players assisting from the sideline, but I think it's kind of gonna be on a play-by-play judgment because, like you said, if your player's falling out of bounds, your teammates falling out of bounds, and it's right there on the bench, you're not gonna want them to fall out of bounds. So you're gonna A, brace yourself, and B, you probably just gonna push them back on the court. But they saying that is now gonna be illegal, and the team is gonna be penalized for it. So I don't know. Not all of these rules, keep in mind, are gonna be favorable to what the fans may like, and we may not agree. But this is something that I'm guessing the NCAA has been studying, and they've been taking an account from coaches, players, fans alike all across the world about how to make the game better, how to make the game more exciting, how to make the game faster. So I'm guessing this is why they put this rule in. I'm not sure.
So let us know what you think in the comments, because that's definitely one I feel like is up for debate. And I want to see what they're gonna do about that one and how the coaches react to that as well.
Absolutely.
So also, talking about coaches have their chance to challenge and appeal certain plays. So that is something very interesting. And as far as like with the backstory at that, they could do out of bounds plays, backcourt violations, they do fouls, and the only thing is, like, if you don't have the call, if the call doesn't go your way, it counts as a timeout. So that right there, you gotta, if you're challenging those coaches, better be ready to risk it. But so what do you think about those coaches' calls?
I like it because not just in college, but across all professional sports, coaches now have the ability to challenge certain plays because we know that referees are not perfect. They miss certain plays, they call the wrong things. And I also believe with the popularity and the legality of sports betting, sometimes these referees and these should be on the take, man. They be on the tape. So sometimes they be missing calls or they be calling bad calls for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Now these coaches now on this level have the ability to challenge and say, nah, I want to take a look at it. It wasn't out of bounds on us. It was out of bounds on them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, you call a foul on my player, but this guy is in a restricted area. So now it's not a offensive foul. It's actually a defensive foul. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
And it's going to be good for the coaches and the players, you know. The only thing is if they call it and it goes against them and they have no more timeouts left, it's a penalty, which I feel like it's fair, you know, it's only right. But that's a good one. And then that leads us to the contact as far as there's more or different rules on that. So we're going to take us in on that one?
Yeah. It's about traveling and contact. So previously, you were allowed to do a step back on a jump shot. Now they saying it's perfectly legal for you to do a jump stop as long as both of your feet land simultaneously at the same time. You could do a jump stop and then step back.
Nah, that's deadly.
For whatever, a shot, a layup, whatever move you're gonna do. That is gonna be deadly. I know there's some kids right now, high school, middle school, gonna start practicing that after this year.
What?
And it's almost an unstoppable move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Defenders, after the jump stop, defenders expecting you to go straight up. They going for the block, but now instead of jump stop and go straight up, now you could jump stop, step back.
But now it's like the defender, you have to prep for that too. So it's gonna people gonna have to step up on defense.
That's crazy.
But that jump stop, ooh,
that's
crazy.
Gonna be a
night. I wanted to see it. That's just crazy.
That's diabolical. Diabolical. This episode is brought to you by Tree Culture Entertainment in conjunction with Sixth Rental Cars. Make your reservation using the link below in the bio and get 15% off your next rental. Whether compact, hybrid, premium, or luxury SUV, Sixth has all the vehicles for all your needs and all the lengths of time that you need. Book anytime using our link provided and get 15% off. Rent the car of your dreams with Sixth. And now that you talk about defenders, on the defensive side now, defenders can now use more than one brief hot stove glove, what they call it, meaning that it's almost similar to back in the days, the NBA, when they had the hand checking. Now defenders can now touch you as long as they don't impede your rhythm, your speed, your balance, or your route. They allowed now to continuously touch you with their hands. Previously, it was an automatic foul if they put a hand on you. Now, they allowed to put a quick little hand, long as they don't push you in.
Well, that's one thing I've seen now, because like even with the swoop, because if they're allowing the backhand cross and to get the resist, it's like, yo, if I feel like that gives the defender a better chance as well. So if you're able to do this to me, let me stay on you. So, but those two plays, I feel like it's definitely going to change the game as far as like with the step back. Now the contact is going to make it just more fun to watch.
Yeah.
So,
and it's crazy that you brought that up, because a lot of times the swipe through is because of that. Because when they stick their hand to maneuver you or on your hip, now the offensive player can easily swipe that hand. I think it's a good rule because it counters the offensive player swipe, because if you're not calling that offensively, now you're allowing a defensive player now to go
stay on it
more than one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know it's gonna, like, those tough defenders. Oh, they're gonna drive some people crazy.
They're gonna eat it up. They're gonna eat it up. I think, and in the first year, there's gonna be a lot of missed calls. There's gonna be a lot of calls based on referees not remembering that this is the new rule, and they're still gonna be calling it. But I think as the season progresses, oh man,
they're gonna get used
to it. It's gonna be exciting.
But it's gonna be fun to see the coaches challenging it. Then.
Yeah,
like, hey, it's like hold up.
That's the new rule. Let's go to the rule book. You see what I'm saying? For real. So and finally we got the uniforms, man. What you think about the new uniform?
You know, we always got to be stylish and stuff, so they always got to update the style. It's cool that they're doing the jerseys don't have to be tucked in anymore, because I remember that used to be a major thing. Tucking your jersey, tucking your jersey. And it's like, yo, we playing, we getting a little rough, especially now we touching each other.
Right.
So it's cool that the players could do that. They're having a thicker headband. They're permitted what did it say was
4 inches
4 inches.
instead of 2. Yep.
Okay, so you got your cutesy bands. You could put designs on your bands now. See, we're going fashion forward in the NCAA. And then also you have to keep your tights the same color though, which I don't know if that's a step forward or back, but
I think in all fairness, they trying to loosen up without making it too crazy. So I like the rule of being able to wear whatever tights or whatever leggings or whatever t-shirt that you want to wear underneath. It just has to be the same color. So if the uniform is white, it got to be white. If the uniform is black, it got to be black with no kind of designs. Because you see some of these kids on the high school and middle school level, you see what they tights look like.
Yeah,
They got
all
PSD and
all the above, yeah.
all type of
They
SpongeBob. You see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
They trying to drip too hard. You understand? But it's nice to see. As far as it's better to be more uniform, especially when you're like being on the national stadium like that, and you're streaming, you're on TV, so it looks better, especially for the team.
It's still a cleaner look because at the end of the day, I think overall we should see with all the rule changes, we should see faster speed of game. We should see more possessions by each team. We should see cleaner appeals, cleaner calls, and just a cleaner overall game in what we've been seeing in the past.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna be the fact that it's more fast paced. It's still gonna be like fun to watch and not too like you know how they say it's getting soft and stuff. It's gonna still be interesting, and I feel like there's gonna be some major plays, some highlights coming in because of that step back. You're gonna be like, ooh, like people, and then just stop. So it's definitely good to see, and I feel like it's gonna be progressive for the league. So
absolutely, and I mean with the evolution of the game, always has to be evolution of the rules as well. You see what I'm saying? You can't have evolution of game and these younger players having the ability to do more things with the ball, but still be under those old draconian rules. You see what I'm saying? So now I think it's now the rules are kind of catching up with the game. You know what I mean? And I like it. I enjoy it. I'm excited to see what this NCAA season is going to bring us this year.
It's going to be interesting like always, so I'm ready.
For sure. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know where to find us. Tap in at Tree Culture, at Tree Culture _studios. Like, subscribe to the channel, and hit them notifications, man. So every time we drop a new joint, man, y'all get the notification and y'all be up to speed as we are up to speed. And once we up to speed, we gonna keep y'all up to speed as long as y'all stay tuned in and tapped in, man. It's your boy Shooter, and we got Bree Live in the building.
Sir. And you know where to find me at Bree Live 24/7 on all streaming platforms. Tap in and like, subscribe, all of that. Comment, let us know what you think. And as we go, ball out somewhere. Whoop! There it is.